Hello everyone, and welcome back. In this video, we're going to dive deeper into the step edit feature on Yamaha Arranger keyboards. This is a follow-up to my previous video where we explored the basics of step edit. In this part, I'll show you the more advanced options, like how to modify notes and their velocity, insert new notes, copy notes, and handle other events such as pitch bend and expression. We'll also look at the step recording process. Let's get started. We are now in the Step Edit page of the Style Creator. This is the style we were using in the previous video. We will continue with the same style for this video as well. First, we will explore the options to modify a note we already recorded. This column shows which note it is. We can change it using the data wheel. There is a more easier option. While this column is selected, press a key on the keyboard and the note will change to that key. It is updated to C2. Now it is D2. Changing it back to C2. This column is the velocity or the volume of the note. Values of these two columns can be updated with the keyboard. Now the velocity I apply on the keys is updated in the column. Here the note is not updated. Only the velocity will be taken. We can set this using the data wheel as well. We can add new notes using the Insert option. This will add a new note by duplicating the current selected note at the position set here. After inserting it, we can modify the values. Changing the note using the keyboard. I am setting the start value to beat 3 of bar 1. Inserting one more note. We can either set the starting position of the new note here before inserting the note, or we can modify on the event after inserting it. So setting the position to 1.3.960. Now the new note is added at the exact position set here. Next option is copying notes. You can select multiple notes together and copy and paste them into another location in this track. Press Multi-Select. Now we can select multiple notes together. Press Copy. The notes are copied. Now select the location to copy these notes to. It will copy the notes to the exact starting position we selected. I am going to copy them to 4th bar, 3rd beat. Now instead of 4.30, I selected 4.310. It is 10 points after the starting of the beat. This is just to show you how the copying works. The original location of the notes we copied are 1.3.000 and 1.3.960. When these are copied to a new location, the starting position we selected here will be used to calculate the new positions. Pressing paste. This will insert the copied notes in the new position. The position of the notes are calculated based on the starting position we set. We can edit the notes after copying them if required. If you select Cut instead of Copy, the original notes will be removed. This view is not just for notes in the track. There are other events as well. By default, those are hidden from the view. If you go to the Event Filter section, you can select what to display on the screen. These are the different events which can be added into a track. Since this is Style Creator, there are limitations on the list of events which can be added in it. The Step Edit page in the Sequencer mode supports more event types. Selecting the event type here will show that type of event in the table. I will show the pitch bend and expression events. You can add more event types like modulation and pan, etc. Now expression and pitch bend are listed. These are the default values for the track. We can add these events using the Insert option directly in the track. I am going to add an expression change. Expression sets the volume. The track volume is a combination of the volume and expression value together. Multiple expression events can be inserted in the track to control the volume at different times. You can add a series of expression events to make a fade-in or fade-out effect. Now, pressing Insert will duplicate the selected event. Since it was a note event, it inserted another note. We can change the type of event to change it to expression. Setting the type as control. The value for expression is 11. C11 is expression in MIDI. Here we can set the expression value. We have the default expression as 127 at the start, and now before the fourth bar, I have set a lower value. This will result in the fourth bar playing at a lower volume, and when it goes to the first bar again, it will play at the full volume. Here, I have not modified the velocity of the notes. The expression change event is affecting the overall volume from this position on the track. Removing the expression change event. The volume change is not happening now. Let us move on to the pitch bend events. This is what happens when we press the exit button from the step edit. It will exit the Style Creator. Since there are unsaved changes, it will show this warning, and we can cancel it. The correct way to close the step editor is to press this icon. I will insert some pitch bend changes now. The pitch bend events are recorded. You can see a lot of pitch bend events here. I need to remove these pitch bend events. I will go to the event filter and hide all the other events. Now only the pitch bend events are listed. The other events and notes are there, but they are hidden now. We can multi-select all these and remove them easily without affecting the other events in the track. I will leave the first one because that was the default value. all those are gone now. Next is step record mode. This is used to add notes with an easy interface with precise note size and locations. I will remove the extra notes I copied in the fourth bar. We will create something using the step record here. Press step record. Now we are in step record mode. I want to insert the notes in the fourth bar, so I am setting the position to fourth bar. In the step recode mode, you can select the note size, velocity, etc. before you insert the note. I have selected a quarter note. This will set the duration of the notes. It would be a percentage of the actual note size we selected to insert. I will leave it as normal, which is 80% of the duration. Pressing a key on the keyboard, it inserted a note at the first beat of the fourth bar. The position is moved to the second beat automatically. This is because we inserted a quarter note. The velocity and duration of the note I press are irrelevant here. That is already provided in the setting. Inserting another one. The duration of the new notes is 1,536. But we selected a quarter note to be inserted, which should make it 1,920 or 1.000, which means a full beat. This is because in the length we selected 80%. So the length will affect the duration. But the note size is used for the position without considering the length percentage. Now I am selecting an eighth note. The next note inserted will be an eighth note. Even though I was holding the key for a long time, the note inserted is an eighth note with 80% length, and the next position is set as 4.30960. If you need to insert multiple notes at the same position, you can enter them one by one, keeping one key on hold. When I am holding the key, it shows a plus icon. That means I can press other keys to insert at the same position. The recording is complete. To exit from the step record mode, press this again. We can even modify the values after step recording. And that wraps up our look at the step editing feature on your Yamaha Arranger. As you've seen, step editing gives you precise control over every note, rhythm, and articulation, perfect for fine-tuning your compositions or creating intricate arrangements from scratch. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss future videos. Thanks for watching, and keep making music that moves you.